Hello students, I'm here with another video from the chapter of class 10 Science NCERT book. The name of the chapter is Light. Children, as you all know that we are revising the previous year's questions which has already been there in the, they have been asked in the previous board examinations. So we are doing the practice of those questions, okay? So children, I'll start my today's video with the first question, that is you have to redraw the diagram to show the path of refracted ray. Okay, so one question figure is being given and then you have to complete it. So how will you complete it? Question is you have to redraw the given diagram and show the path of light. So what is the diagram being given over here? So it is one convex lens is being given, which is having the optical center, and one ray of light is passing from this optical center. So this is your question figure, which is incomplete. You have to draw the refracted ray in this. So what are you going to do? You are going to redraw this diagram by drawing the refracted ray. Since this is the incident rays, it is written over here F1, this is 2F1, this is F2 and 2F2. Okay, so for this what you will do, you will redraw this. You will make one convex lens, you will draw its optical center, you will draw the principal axis. Okay, so this is known as principal axis. This is convex lens, this is optical center. Okay, this is optical center, and then here we can write down focus F1, this is F2, this is 2F2, this is the focus and this is center of curvature, but here this is focus second. Then next is F and 2F. 1, take care. So these are the labelings which has to be present, but here you have to simply you have to complete the ray diagram. So what are you going to do? Here in this question is being given as the incident ray is incidenting on this lens. Okay, so it is going to get refracted once, थोड़ा सा deviation होगा, और उसके बाद when it is coming out from the next side, what will be done? So you have to complete this. So this was given as an incomplete diagram. Okay, so how are you going to complete this? Since you all know that this is one of the rules for drawing the ray diagram, which says that whenever a ray of light is passing from the optical center in the convex lens, it passes undeviated from the other side, because this is a transparent material. This lens is a transparent refracting material. It is not going to, this light ray is going to pass from optical center, is not going to be refracted. It is only getting means this is passing from the optical center and refracting without any deviation, and it will move on, since this is the transparent refracting device. Okay, it is an instrument. Next is a ray of light incidenting obliquely on a face of a rectangular glass slab. It is placed in the air, emerges out from the opposite parallel surface of the parallel to incident ray. State the two factors which the lateral displacement of the emergent ray depends. So the question in this says, it says that list the factors on which upon which lateral displacement of emergent ray depends. ठीक है, and this is taking place in the glass slab. In glass slab. So it says that a ray of light, I'm just reading the full complete question for you all, and I'm not writing the complete question over here. So here this is the main theme of the question which I have written, which has been asked in this question. A ray of light incident obliquely on a face of a rectangular glass slab. It is placed in the air, emerges from the opposite parallel face of to the incident ray. State the two factors upon which the lateral displacement of the emergent ray depends. And what is the meaning of lateral displacement, first of all? So you can say that whenever a glass slab is there, like this, one incident ray of light is coming from the air, it is going to refract, and then again it is going to come out from the other side. Okay, you have to draw the normal. You can see the refraction over here. Okay, this is incident ray, this is again the refracted ray, this is the emergent ray. Now suppose that there was no if this emergent ray is like drawn like this, and if the ray of light passes undeviated, then what would happen? This would have passed from this side, and this difference between the emergent ray and the actual ray of light which might have been passed from this glass slab undeviated, then this is known as lateral displacement. Okay, this is known as lateral displacement. Now, you have to, according to this question, this says that a ray of light is incidenting obliquely on a face of rectangular glass slab which is placed in the air. This rectangular glass slab is placed in the air. One ray of light is coming and striking the surface obliquely. Obliquely matlab tirchi, ठीक है? Obliquely. Then it emerges from the opposite parallel face. ठीक है? Opposite parallel face से निकल रही है, यहाँ से ये emergent ray निकल जा रही है नेक्स्ट साइड से. State the two factors upon which the lateral displacement would be based upon. So I have written only the half question which was being asked in the book. Okay, so this is again our board question which says the lateral displacement depends upon the lateral displacement lateral displacement depends upon the angle of incidence. First thing is angle of incidence. ठीक है? Then next thing is thickness of the glass slab. Thickness of glass slab. ठीक है? So these are the two main factors upon which the lateral displacement is based upon, and lateral displacement is going to be present, and this is going to be affected by the two things which is angle of incidence. जितना ज़्यादा angle of incidence होगा उतना ही deviation भी होगा emergent ray का, lateral displacement उतना ही दूर या पास में आएगा. ठीक है? सिमिलरली थिकनेस ऑफ द ग्लास स्लैब अगर ज़्यादा है, ज़्यादा मोटा ग्लास है किसी भी ग्लास स्लैब का, तो उसमें डिस्प्लेसमेंट ज़्यादा क्यों होगी? क्योंकि ज़्यादा लाइट रिफ्रैक्ट करेगी, जिसकी वजह से लाइट रे ज़्यादा डेविएट भी होगी, ज़्यादा रिफ्रैक्शन होगा. इसलिए जो इमर्जेंट रे और लेटरल डिस्प्लेसमेंट के बीच में, आई मीन द इमर्जेंट रे एंड दिस रे वुड बी passing which is passing undeviated would have greater distance, and lateral displacement distance will also increase. ठीक है? तो इसका भी space बढ़ जाएगा. Okay, so these are the two factors upon which this lateral displacement will depends. So please remember that this is made up of a glass. This glass slab is made up of glass, इसलिए इसको हम glass slab ही बोल रहे हैं. तो glass slab में जो भी मटेरियल, जिस भी मटेरियल से वो बना है, ग्लास से बना है तो ग्लास का रिफ्रैक्शन लाइट के रिफ्रैक्शन से ज़्यादा होगा. इसमें रिफ्रैक्शन करने का पावर ज़्यादा है, मतलब कि आपका जो लेटरल डिस्प्लेसमेंट होगा वो कम होता चला जाएगा अगर थिक ग्लास स्लैब है तो, और थिन होगा तो कम होगा. ओके, सो ज़्यादा मॉलिक्यूल्स क्रॉस करने पड़ेंगे तो लेटरल डिस्प्लेसमेंट पे भी इफेक्ट पड़ेगा. सो दिस वाज अबाउट द सेकंड क्वेश्चन. नाउ विल वी मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. And please try to make the ray diagrams properly with the labelings, with proper labelings and proper clarity. Otherwise, your marks would be deducted, children. So please don't make such mistakes because of which you are reducing your marks. Okay? अब आगे देखते हैं, इसमें एक और क्वेश्चन दिया हुआ है. What are the rays? How many minimum rays are required for locating the image on a concave mirror? Question is, what are the minimum rays which are required for locating the image in concave mirror. ठीक है, what are the minimum number of rays which are required for locating the image on a concave mirror? You have to draw the ray diagram to show the formation of the image formed virtually. ठीक है, so you have to draw the ray diagram. Draw a ray diagram to show the virtual image formation in concave mirror. ठीक है, इसमें आपको क्या करना है कि यहाँ पर आपको एक मिरर का, कॉन्केव मिरर का वर्चुअल इमेज का एक डायग्राम ड्रॉ करना है जिसमें कि आपकी जो इमेज होगी वो वर्चुअल होगी. ठीक है, सो दिस इज. And the first question says, how many minimum rays are required for the image formation? So everybody knows that minimum we require 2 rays for the image formation. We require how many rays? The answer is 2 rays are required. 2 rays are required. Okay, for the formation of the image. The first question is complete. Now the second question is you have to draw a ray diagram. So what are the minimum rays? Minimum rays are the 2 rays, and you have to draw the ray diagram now in the concave mirror to show the image formation virtually. So what you will do, you will just draw a concave mirror first. You will draw a concave mirror. Okay, this is a concave mirror. Fine. Now what are you going to do? You are going to make a ray diagram of this concave mirror, that is, and then after that you will mark all the markings, which is principal axis, this is pole, this is focus, this is center of curvature. Okay, then all these are equidistant. Okay, now next is you will place an object. What are you going to do? You will place an object. If you have to make a virtual ray, a virtual image, if you want, you have to keep the object close to the mirror. So what are you going to do? You will put the object over here in between pole and focus. And what will you do? You will simply draw a ray which is parallel to principal axis, will always pass from focus. Okay, it is going to pass from focus. Then the next diagram could be drawn. The next we require two rays. तो एक ray हमने बना दी, जा रही है और ये इधर से ray refract हो रही है. So this is A and this is B. This is object name of the object. What will you do? You will draw the second ray of light according to the rule. The first rule says whenever a ray of light passing from the which is parallel to principal axis will always pass from the focus, first point. Then second point says when a ray of light is passing on the pole at a certain angle, this is going to be refracted with the same angle from the pole. ठीक है? So ये और ये angle बिल्कुल बराबर होंगे. Then next is what you will do, you will extend the ray of light in the back side, क्योंकि इधर तो ये parallel चल रहे हैं और आप इधर यहाँ पर नहीं मैच होंगे, तो आप उसको virtually मैच करने की कोशिश करेंगे. You will extend this line and we will draw the extended line in the dotted form and we will try to match this. So somewhere here it is going to be matched. अब क्या करेंगे आप? This is coming, yes. And you will draw one image. So this is A dash and B dash. Okay, so you can understand that this is the object, this is the image. One virtual image is being formed. This is virtual image. Okay, this is virtual image and this is enlarged. This is enlarged also. तो अब यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं कि वर्चुअल इमेज बनी है और एनलार्ज्ड इमेज है. गॉट इट? ओके. सो चिल्ड्रन वी रिक्वायर टू रेज. हमने टू रेज बना लिया यहाँ पर. सिंगल रे, एक रे ऑफ लाइट है चल रही है जो वो फोकस से पैरेलली जो जा रही है वो फोकस से क्रॉस होगी किसी भी मिरर में और उसके बाद आफ्टर रिफ्लेक्शन. सिमिलरली द सेकंड रूल सेज व्हेनेवर अ रे ऑफ लाइट इज इंसिडेंटिंग to on the pole with some angle, it is going to be reflected with the same angle on the other side, on the same side of the mirror. Now we cannot draw the lines which is matching on this real side. So virtual side में हम लोगों को इसको extend करना और हमेशा extended line जो virtually extend होगी वो हमेशा dotted line से represent की जाती है. So please remember that dotted line always tell you about the virtual existence of the image. Fine. So this was about the ray diagram. हमने दूसरा भी क्वेश्चन यहाँ पर दिया हुआ था. रे डायग्राम का फॉर्मेशन करना है वर्चुअल इमेज के साथ, हमने बना दिया और इन अ कॉनकेव मिरर. Fine. So you can practice more of the ray diagrams. Now we move on to the next question for solving. Let us solve next question. Let us solve this question now. This question says, list some of the properties. Okay, one more question is there. Distinguish between real and the virtual image of an object. What type of image is formed by the plane mirror on the cinema hall? So we have to write down the part of the question which is given over here. So this is given as, again this is one theoretical question. Question is, distinguish between differentiate between real and virtual image. Okay. Then second thing you have to tell, you have to draw the image formation. इमेज फॉर्मेशन दो जगह दिखानी है, पहला प्लेन मिरर में और सेकंड आपको दिखानी है सिनेमा हॉल. Okay, so these are the two places where you have to show the type of the image which is being formed in these two places. Okay, first question says, if the ray of light is reflecting on if the ray of light after reflection converges on a point to form an image on its own, this is known as the real image. So children, real image is an image which is formed actually where the person is present or the object is present where the object is present. Okay, so here the object, and the second thing is it says about real images. Real images always obtained on a screen. Screen could be of your it could be of your projector screen, or it could be your the screen which is there in your phones, the screen which is there in your laptops or the desktops or your TV screen. Okay, so screen means something which is helping in the formation of the image. Okay, whenever if the image is obtained on a screen, it is known as a real image, and virtual image cannot be obtained on a screen. Fine. And if the ray of light are diverging and then they form a virtual इमेज, जैसे अभी मैंने थोड़ी देर पहले आपको ड्रॉ करके दिखाया था, तो जो रेज थी वो एक्चुअली डाइवर्ज हो रही थी, मतलब दूर दूर हो जा रही थी, लेकिन उसके बाद जब आप उसको कन्वर्ज करेंगे, मतलब दूसरे साइड एक्सटेंड कर रहे थे, तो बिहाइंड द मिरर कहीं वो मैच कर रही थी. ठीक है, सो व्हाट वुड बी द डिफरेंस? डिफरेंस इज दैट यू विल ड्रॉ वन लाइन, यू विल राइट डाउन द रियल इमेज and the virtual image like this, virtual image and the real image. अब क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पर फर्स्ट पॉइंट पे हम लिखेंगे it is obtained on screen, and first point, this is it is not obtained on screen. Okay, the next is actually when it is formed, when two rays would meet after reflecting, and here this is it is formed when the ray of light will diverge. ठीक है, तो यहाँ डाइवर्जिंग रे ऑफ लाइट से हमें मिलेगा कोई भी जो भी प्रेजेंट जो भी image formation होगी. Okay, and here what you will do, you will simply write down as the image is obtained on the screen. Here it is not obtained on screen, and here what you can do is the image is formed when the two rays are meeting actually, and it is formed when the light rays are diverging. ठीक है, यहाँ converging की वजह से बनेगी rays image, और इधर जो diverging rays होंगी वो. Okay, the next question was in this part that what kind of image is being formed in the plane mirror. So plane mirror will always form virtual image. It forms virtual image, and in cinema hall it forms what kind of image? In cinema hall you understand that there is a presence of a screen, big screen is there. So if the image is formed on the screen, then it means it is a real image. So real images formed in the cinema hall. Okay, so this is about the examples. Even you can include these examples over here, and you have given the question, and you can even water image, mirror image, any shiny surface, if it is forming an image, it is going to form virtual image. Okay, and there are some more facts which is being given, like whenever a plane mirror is forming an image, it forms different types of images, which is going to be like it is going to be it will be virtual, then it will be on the same side, it is of the same size as that of the object, then it is laterally inverted. And what is lateral inversion? And lateral inversion is a property of the image when there is a right and left reversal in the image. Suppose that when if you look into your mirror, you can see that when you raise your left hand, you will see that it appears that your image is raising your right hand inside the mirror. Okay, and if you have to see that if it is being formed at the same side, it is being formed of the same size, you can see that if you are showing any of the object, or if you are seeing your face, you cannot see your face as a very enlarged one. ठीक है, after that what happens कि आप नेक्स्ट कह सकते हैं कि जब भी इमेज फॉर्म होगी प्लेन मिरर में, उस समय में ये इमेज हमेशा से इक्वल डिस्टेंस पे बनती है। जैसे अगर आपको इक्वल डिस्टेंस के बारे में देखना है तो आप क्या कर सकते हैं, आप स्क्वायर्स बना सकते हैं या चॉक से या किसी चीज़ से आप मार्क कर सकते हैं। आपके घर में टाइल हो तो टाइल के सामने आप मिरर रख दीजिए और फिर कितना स्टेप एक मिरर के सामने आप खड़े हो जाइए एंड प्लीज काउंट द नंबर ऑफ टाइल्स in front of you and your image inside a mirror. You will see that equal number of tiles would be counted when you will be able to count the numbers of the tile that would be equal on the same side. ठीक है, अंदर इमेज में भी क्या होगा कि सेम इक्वल डिस्टेंस में बिल्कुल बराबर से आपका टाइल्स नजर आएगा। मतलब इमेज में भी सेम नंबर ऑफ टाइल्स होंगे और बाहर भी सेम नंबर ऑफ टाइल्स होंगे। सो दैट कुड बी वन एग्जाम्पल वेयर यू कैन प्रूव दैट द लाइट रे whenever the image is being formed in the plane mirror, it is virtual, it is equal in its size, it is equal in its size as well as it is formed in the same side of the mirror. ठीक है? So this was about the question, and we have seen few extra points also, that when the image is formed in the plane mirror, it has certain types of characteristics. Okay, now we move on to the next question. That is, it is list 4 properties. Yes, we have already discussed this. This was again asked in the question as in the examination. You have to list the properties of the image formed by the plane mirror. Okay, so image formed by the plane mirror is always virtual and erect. It is always of the equal size of the object, as well as it is formed in the same distance behind the mirror and then in front of them, and it is laterally inverted. So we have discussed all the points already, so I am not going to discuss this question. Now next question is list 4 properties of the image formed by the convex mirror. So you have to write down the properties of the image formed by convex mirror. Okay, so what are the properties formed by the convex mirror? So children, the answer would be the properties of the image formed by the convex mirror, they are as follows. The properties of image formed by convex mirror is, they are as follows. Okay, first point, it tells you about it is always formed behind the mirror. So what are the properties? It is always formed behind the mirror, which is okay. Second is it is always formed behind the mirror. Then it is always virtual and erect. It is virtual and erect. ठीक है. The third point is the size is always smaller than the object. The size of image is smaller than the object. ठीक है. After that, fourth number, magnification is always positive. Magnification is always positive. ठीक है. तो ये सारी प्रॉपर्टीज हैं इस कॉन्वेक्स मिरर में जो भी इमेज बनती है किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट की, तो दिस इज ऑलवेज फॉर्म बिहाइंड द मिरर, दिस इज वर्चुअल एंड इरेक्ट, दिस इज ऑफ द स्मॉलर साइज than that of the object, and also magnification is always positive. Okay children, so this was all about today's video. We have discussed some of the question answers related to the light chapter. Now I'll be coming up with some other question answer part discussion in the next class. So this was all about today's video. I will be meeting you all in the next class.